Hey, Scorpio, Mel, intuitive coach here, excited to bring in your March 2025 career and money reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Scorpio, March 2025, bottom of the deck, you have the Feather card, which is my Aquarian energy. I do put these readings out a bit ahead of time, so this could resonate with you during Aquarian season here, but it's about abundance, divine intervention, and trusting in the unknown, which has been a common theme I've been seeing all across the board because we are unlocking a very important part of ourselves in this very important part of history. You have a shift coming in here. Two of your key themes are shift and unlocking. You could be taking your career in a totally different direction. It's going to require complete and utter honesty. It is going to require you to face something here head on if you are deciding to take it in a new direction. This is also about having the courage to change course. Whether this is continuing to grow, maybe taking some new classes, this could be keeping up with some of the growing demands of change, maybe even learning some new skills. But I feel like you have the ability here to unlock the floodgates of abundance, which is what it says here on this card. Unlocking the floodgates of abundance without limitations, because I see here that there has been limitations or limits put around you here in some way. The Lover's card is in reverse at the bottom of the deck, so perhaps this was you feeling stuck in a bad situation. There's a hard choice to make here. Do I follow my heart? Do I follow my head? But this is a month where you're holding the key and you are unlocking a very pivotal part of your career, your money, your abundance moving forward. What was locked can now be opened. And if there are blocks that are showing up, you may be asking yourself, what are these blocks trying to tell me? Instead of pushing through, I feel like you're being asked to go inward. What is this resistance trying to tell me? What are these blocks trying to tell me? Am I on the right path? Am I seeing something through the lens of fear? Or am I seeing them through the lens of illusion or denial? And this is a month of truth for you. It's a month of you making choices that are aligned with your soul's path and mission. Now, the shift card, it feels like you're at a crossroads. Yeah, you're definitely at a crossroads, but by the end of March, I'm getting like March 17th through like the 28th or 29th could be significant for you. You will be asked to embrace the unknown, which again has been a common theme I've been seeing here. You are being guided. You're being guided by your inner compass, by your higher self, your spiritual team. So some of you, there may be a bit of fear about what to commit to, what path to take. What path to take here is that of the student. Working with a mentor to learn new skills or to teach you, Scorpio, how to implement your plans. You could be in a school to pursue higher education. Maybe you work with a school district here. Some of you could be principals. You could be the teacher as well. So student and teacher energy showing up for you. Teaching yourself to succeed with money or getting a financial advisor to teach you. There could be someone very significant showing up on your path, on your journey. And that's actually what we're starting out in is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is someone here, as you can see, there's a yogi, there's a yoga teacher, and there's two students. So wherever you are at, whether you are the teacher or the student, this is a time of growth. This is a time here of trusting in your higher power. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge to help others to learn how to help yourself at this time. And I feel like you are committing here towards a new path. I'm getting Page of Pentacles energy. I haven't even looked to see what's coming in. All right, you do have the Knight of Pentacles, but I feel like that Page of Pentacles is saying, stay loyal to you. And the Knight is taking action towards whatever you are loyal towards. All right, a lack of focus or discipline. Some of you may have felt like you lost your direction, but you're recommitting to a path here, and this could be a brand new one. It could be a new perspective that you are taking. You could be going back and seeing it from a new lens. You could be on a course of training or education, but whatever it is you are doing, you're shifting. You're shifting consciousness here. And by doing so, you're unlocking a new timeline, because what are timelines? They're choices. Yeah, you're not going to sit in this energy of settling. And that's why you have the feather coming in, divine intervention. You may even be traveling here in the month of March. There may be a tad bit of indecision, but I feel like you have clarity towards the end of the month. You have the Five of Swords crossing your path. I don't love the Five of Swords. I mean, look at these three witches are fighting, they're arguing, they're stepping on each other's toes. There's a battle of the egos. It feels like there's too many cooks in the kitchen here, where someone's definitely taking advantage. Someone else is being very selfish. Someone is hurt. Someone's angry. This is about bullying, manipulation, deceit, win at all cost. I feel like this is you walking away from this. Not my monkeys, not my circus. You're like, I don't want to participate in this drama. What choice can I make internally that is going to shift your external world? So if you've been dealing with someone who's had a bit of an altered ego, okay, or if this is something that has caused a lot of resentment, I feel like that piece is being unlocked, and you may be guided to learn from it. What is this teaching you? Step into this, go inward instead of pushing through it, instead of trying to fight your way through, because that's what people do when they get into the Five of Swords. They get into that state of fight or flight. Typically it's fight. It is defenses going up, armor going up. We tend to attack. We tend to push and pull. There's control. There's a battle of the ego. And I feel like some of you, it can be avoidance. It can be flight. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. But it feels like this is teaching you something very, very valuable. And it could be this very piece, Scorpio, that is unlocking this shift. All right, what's below you? The Ten of Cups. Family, community, soul, tribe. This is very important to you in some way. All right, the Ten of Cups is the ultimate blessing. When it comes to your career, this is satisfaction, emotional fulfillment, feeling peace, feeling like you are accomplishing your soul's purpose, your mission, and you're able to share it with those that you love. Share it with people that have a common energy, a common goal, a common connection. And you want to embrace this, just like the river. And I'm kidding, a river runs through it. I don't recall the main theme of that movie. Isn't it Brotherhood? Brad Pitt, a river runs through it. So it feels like there's something about maybe family or connectivity, bringing people together. That may be part of what you're learning at this time. If you're dealing with a family situation that involves money, I feel like it's definitely caused a hiccup in your life in some way, potentially regarding a mother. You have the Empress showing up. It may be over a settlement. It may be over a will. For others of you, I feel like it has to do with an inheritance. Now, the Empress is the momentum behind abundance, right? It's nurturing. It's the start of a new cycle. It's highly creative. She's showing up here in your past. And I feel like you are giving birth to a new cycle here. You know, she could be you, or she could be that powerful influencer. For some of you, it is a mother or a grandmother or a very powerful Empress energy who is here to help you birth the new cycle into your life. I feel like this is a good Empress energy here showing up in your recent past that's helping you shift into this new cycle. All right, what's above you? What's crowning you? Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, I was feeling the Page of Pentacles, so it could be a little mix of both, where you're reflecting on your commitments, you're considering additional education or a new path ahead here. I feel like you're staying loyal to yourself, and this is action. Even though this is slow moving action, it is the Knight that is the most trustworthy. He is also the one that gets things done right the first time, so he doesn't have to go back and repeat it. This is the one that studies, that puts in the effort, that doesn't spiritually bypass, because they know that there are no shortcuts. And I feel, Scorpio, that what you are doing, the direction you are moving in, yes, there's no shortcuts here, but I feel like this is bringing about long-term sustainable growth. It's going to get you to that 9 or 10 of Pentacles that you are seeking out for yourself. And I feel like there could even be resources coming your way. Resources, discipline, focus that help you move forward here towards your dreams. There's the 9 of Cups. This is beautiful. We have the 9 of Cups, which is a wish granted. It's fulfillment and peace and serenity. It's a sense of accomplishment. So in the near future here, it feels like you have taken action towards your abundance, and you're going to see some of the fruits of your labor paying off. Some of you are going to get a degree or a certification. There's a shift in a direction that fulfills you on a spiritual and intuitive level here. This is really beautiful. However, even though she's sitting there in peace, she has the waves that are slapping against the shore. She has the sandcastle in the back with all 9 cups. The cat is playing with the crab. This is Cancerian energy, but this is also about boundaries, energetic boundaries. It feels like you're protected. You're protected from some of the things that come in and maybe pinch. All right, with the crab, it feels like there's some pinchers here, but you have the cat as your protection, so you can bring in peace. But I feel like boundaries was a big lesson for you here, Scorpio. All right, 7 of Swords is showing up in your energy. Some of you are in again, fight or flight, survival mode. Like, I have to do this to survive. I have to be in this job to put food on the table. Or I have to take care of my family. And it just feels like you have the ability to lay down some of that fight, some of that flight. You are getting honest with yourself and asking, is this still working for me? Do I still have to rely on the old defense mechanisms that got me through in the past? And I feel like the answer is no. You don't have to fall back into those old patterns. Some of you may have been dealing with people who were lying, who were sneaky, who were manipulative, and you knew it. And maybe you felt like you had to stoop down to that level for whatever reason, right? No shame, no blame. Cut yourself some slack here, because we always have the ability to choose a new path. And I feel like you've learned great lessons. Right behind the 7 of Swords is a library full of books. This is knowledge. It's education. Like, you've learned great lessons in a situation that was very manipulative or very sneaky. And I just feel like you're moving on here in the environment. You do have the 3 of Pentacles. This is collaborating with people who share your vision. This is collaborating with team members who are filling that team name in itself, right? There's no I in team. So when this shows up, everybody is on the same page here for you. This is something you are calling into action. This could be a team of support. It could be resources showing up for you. Some of you may be wearing many different hats. You may be juggling up a couple of different things at this time. But ultimately, I feel like you're weighing up the pros and cons, and you're moving forward with more of the pros and leaving behind the cons. But you're taking both into consideration. You're looking at the light and the shadow and how you can maybe benefit the highest good of all for you to really embrace your path, your destiny. Now, Six of Pentacles is your hopes and fears. I help you, you help me. There's an even exchange. I have enough to be able to take care of myself and to take care of others. The Six of Pentacles is an unexpected gift or a resource. This could be a charitable contribution, a grant, a scholarship, taxes. It can be an inheritance, a raise, a promotion, a wind or a windfall. Yeah, windfall. A win or a windfall is what I'm getting here. So I feel like there is a win, and that's your hope. That is your hope. The fear is, what if I overgive, or what if I allow people to step into my dance space, right? This is my dance space. This is yours. And what if they drain my energy? What if I cannot set these boundaries and it's difficult to do so? I feel like there's enough here. If you felt like there isn't enough, I want you to go back into the belief system of where did that stem from? Where did that come from, Scorpio? Because your outcome is the Seven of Wands. Some of you may have felt pressurized. You may have felt backed into a corner, or maybe you felt backed into a situation and you're like, how did I get here? How did I allow this to happen? So try not to be so hard on yourself, all right? Give yourself some grace, give yourself some kindness, because you've learned through this. And instead of, again, pushing through maybe with force in a sense, you're really going within and you're saying, what did this teach me? Did it teach me to stand up for my beliefs? Did it teach me to defend myself? Did it teach me to be brave in the face of adversity? Did it teach me to protect my energy, to meet a challenge, to non-conform, live life on my terms, to have the upper hand? Yes, it did. That's what this is all about here for you. Because the downside of it is, yes, feeling accused, feeling closed off, feeling pressure, feeling like you're walking on eggshells. It's like, I just wanted to be of service. I just wanted to do my job and to show up. But for whatever reason, it felt like you were attacked. That's what you're moving out of. That's what you are staying in your zen. You're staying in your peace with this Hierophant and the Nine of Cups here. You're saying, I'm not going to allow this to send me over the edge. No, you're not. That's why the Seven of Wands is here, because she's close to the edge. But you're not going to let whatever this is, and we see 6 different hands coming at you with these wands. You're protecting your own energy. You're protecting your integrity, your sanity for some of you, and you have this undeniable spiritual force behind you that is backing you up. All right? Or I should say, catching you when you are backing up so you don't stumble. This is about you facing a challenge head on. And by doing so, it unlocks a part of your own courage, a part of your own path here when it comes to abundance and finances. This is taking you in a different direction here. I really feel like some of you are going back and you're learning something different. You're responding to a situation differently this time around. You're going back to school. Some of you are teaching through your own experiences, and you could be helping people avoid what you have gone through. You may be speaking up for some sort of act that was unfair. There may have been unethical practices that were done, and you may be the one that is saying, I'm not going to let you bully me or manipulate me into keeping quiet or to taking a silent leave of absence or whatever it may have been, I feel like you are fighting for a cause. All right. If this is worth fighting for, you're going to fight for it, but you're not going to fight dirty. All right. You're being guided to not fight dirty, because by raising your vibration, I feel like the truth will come out and you will be the victor. All right, this is pretty intense here, Scorpio. So whatever this is for you, I feel like by staying honest to your truth and your path, you will be in a favorable position, or you will receive a favorable outcome with that 9 of Cups. Clean it up. Card 21. This is the World. Clean it up. Yeah. The message here for you, Scorpio, getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden. Cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't see straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work? Overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to other that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Someone's doing some spring cleaning mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. I feel like you're doing some spring cleaning this month. You're taking the bull by the horns, and by doing so, you will invite more peace, more serenity into your life. It says here, simple things like opening your mail, paying the bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do so. I also want to mention here the reverse or the protection message, because we do have a focus or an emphasis on others, the 10 of Cups. And because you have the 9 of Cups, which can be a singular energy, the protection message might be beneficial for you. Is it possible you may be focusing too much on other people right now? Trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding to an even greater strain. You are loved as you are, Scorpio. You don't need to be needed to be loved. So because boundaries was a big lesson that I see here for you in the 7 of Wands, the 21 energy is the World. You've completed a journey. There's a graduation. That's what you are unlocking, right? There's a shift coming in here for the better if you're able to see something that maybe you were blinded to with that 7 of Swords. Time to clean house. All right, let's get a message from your spirit animals. And at this time, Scorpio, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale through the nose. Hold it for as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal that shows up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. Perhaps they swim deep in the sea. Your animal could be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited through your dreams or your meditations, or even an animal that you currently have at your home or by your side. There is no right or wrong answer, Scorpio. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your animal in the comment section below the video and I will enter you into the giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification on the first of the month. All right, your animals go hand in hand with your reading today. Now, some of you may be born on the 19th or the 26th. You may be 50 years old or 52. You have dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. It's also card 19, which is the card of, the number of the sun. This is about your happiness, your vitality, your confidence, and your success. That all is available to you. The sun is available as long as you are loyal to what you love, which should mean being loyal to you, right? This is an act of self-love coming in here for you, Scorpio. You have the flamingo. Embrace the in-between. Because you have the moon card here, there is a bit of uncertainty. Perhaps you're not quite out of one situation and in another. I feel like a lot of you, this has to do with the Five of Swords as well. Really taking a look at what this means. Embracing being in the middle of something at this time and saying, okay, I'm going to surrender to this. Instead of pushing through it, instead of trying to push against the wall, why is the wall here? Asking some of those questions. What is this resistance telling me? What do I need to do at this time? Am I burnt out? Like I mentioned, is this perfectionism? Do I still enjoy what I'm doing? So embrace the in-between. Stay curious. Stay open. Flamingo. Next, you have the scarab beetle. Magic works through you. This is the magician as well. You have the ability to manifest the life that you want for yourself, right? By making some choices that really align with your soul's path. The scarab beetle, magic works through you. And then lastly, you have the rhino. Overcome any obstacles. You have not only the ability to overcome the obstacles, but you have the strength, the courage, and the determination to even help others. Now, how does that flow into the protection message of the Clean It Up? For some of you, it's about healthy boundaries. I always say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can be a teacher, a coach, a mentor, a healer, a caregiver, a nurturer without taking on other people's stuff. And that's what the difference is here for you. You have the ability to overcome any financial obstacles, any health issues that may be arising, any blockages that are put in your way. But I feel like there's going to be an aha moment here for you. It's also card 5. 5 is the energy of change. And I do see a shift coming in here for you. Have the courage to change course, continue to grow and learn. You've reached the end of a route where you cannot continue traveling. Maybe on your own, or with the people that you've been traveling with, or in the ways in which you've been doing things, because there's a need for a new approach. This new approach feels more expansive, not restrictive, right? We don't want to feel like we are being pushed into a corner or off of a cliff here. We want to expand our energy. Spirit, what's the final message here for Scorpio's soul's truth? What is Scorpio's soul trying to bring out at this time? Are you communicating your needs? Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? And is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Today's soul action, journal these answers. What are your needs? Are you saying no and yes enough based on your desires? Are you telling your full truth? Do you believe that your needs matter, and do you share them with others? Do you ask for what you want? When communicating your needs, what are you resisting and with whom? And what do you need in order to feel safe enough to express your needs? This has to do with that Seven of Swords. Perhaps there's been a feeling in the past where you couldn't count on someone. You couldn't share your deepest, darkest fears because they would use them against you in some way. And I feel like that has caused you to not feel safe. And maybe that has also been a part of any sort of blocks that have shown up here for you. All right, allowing yourself, I say that because you have the settling card, allowing yourself the time and space to evolve and to find your true path. That's why they wanted me to pick that up, because true path is coming in here for you. And then lastly, Scorpio, do you know all of your strengths? Are you using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? This is you focusing on your strengths, right? Focusing on your abilities, your skills, your talents, instead of focusing on what you do not have, instead of focusing on the people who have caused conflict or the people who have challenged you. Can you look for the silver lining? It keeps bringing me back into that flamingo, the in-between, where instead of pushing through or trying to escape or get out of it, what is it trying to teach you? Listening inward. I do see here that you have a beautiful, beautiful future coming in here with this Nine of Cups. This is satisfaction. It's accomplishment. It's serenity. But you first must reflect on the areas that have caused dissatisfaction. You must reflect on the areas that you feel restless in and step into that energy, step into the restlessness or the dissatisfaction for a moment and say, what do I need to do to clean it up? That's the key here to you living your best life financially, abundantly, enjoying the riches that the universe has to offer. Scorpio, that is what I have for you, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonates, please hit that thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to drop your power animals in the comment section below. Lots of love.